Hello, everybody, once again. My last broadcast stream, whatever, was accidentally cut off. And it happened just at the worst time, too. So, I'm on here. Shit. To anybody that's tuning in or may see this, how's everybody doing tonight? Anyway, I'm going to talk about me, but I also want to know how everybody else is doing as well. I hope in my last video that just got abruptly shut off that I was showing the back of my head and the spot on the back of my head. I've had that there for 3 years, ever since 2019, after I was shot by the ex-OPP chief or commander. I was at my previous address and I was sitting outside. Next thing you know, he went by, he waved at me. He was in a white Jeep Wrangler. And I remember at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he waved at me. And he's never done that before. I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. It was at the lights on the corner of Center and Bridge Street here in Napanee. And as a result, after I waved, the black truck pulled up and they pointed something at me. They shot it and it went into, it wasn't a bullet, but it went into something and it went into my right ear. After that, I started having problems. I was getting burning and a lot of other stuff that was going on. So I decided I'm going to go to the hospital to find out what's going on. So, and finally that year, I got an appointment for a CAT scan done to find out what the hell. But before my CAT scan, a woman from the mental health showed up named Stacy, stating that she was there for me for anxiety and all this other shit, and I had no association with her. She had no business being there, and I certainly have no anxiety over CAT scans in any way, shape, or form. That was 100% bullshit lies, and it was done just to cast lies to her girlfriend, Tatiana. When she seen I was there with my mother, who was alive at the time, and someone else, she left and walked right by us. I got my CAT scan done, and I wasn't satisfied with what I was told, so I wanted a second opinion and I wanted my results. I was told I could not have them. I was told I would not understand them, and I was told that I needed medication. Boom, 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 right then and there. After that, I was pretty much medically blacklisted. I went to Kingston Hospital and I was accused that they got a phone call stating I was suicidal. I was there to figure out I'm certainly not suicidal in any way, shape, or form. But they got a call stating I was from somebody that I'd still like to know who it was. But because I had long hair and tattoos at the time, or I had long hair and I have tattoos, they assumed it to be true from whoever it was coming from. So therefore, that bought them time, and that got me to prevent it getting help and proof of what was taking place. Another time, they got a call stating about drugs that I do not do. And once again, that was bottom time to prevent me from being taken serious about what is happening to me and to prevent me helping proof. I go to Kingston Hospital, or I go to Belleville Hospital here, and I see a French doctor, and the first words out of his mouth was, I see your file. What do you expect me to do for you, Mr. Wood? There's nothing I'm going to do. So right then and there, I was fucked. And then I start coming back to the hospital here. I either was not being seen I was being made to wait, or when I was being seen, I was actually being taken in and I was being name called. I was being belittled, like called retarded, and a whole lot of other shit. And when I was walking out, getting up and walking out, it was being made to look like I was being refusing them, like I was refusing treatment. And that was not the case. I am not going to be talked down to or belittled by doctors because of bullshit lies against me. So, and then I would I would just have to start coming back to the hospital here, and it was doing no good. I even waited 5 days before I got a call to get into the hospital, into emergency. Dr. Barton laughing in my face over being sodomized. Dr. Pritchard trying to have me committed for having it happen because I'm a 50-year-old man and because it was done by Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy and staff sergeants of OPP. The human traffickers, the human sex trade slavery traffickers, my identity thieves, guilty of my identity theft, my injuring, my torturing, and all for revenge. And it's being done through, like I said, the remote neuromonitoring being passed around to all of these junkies who are using this on me. Pontius Pilate police and how they are murdering here in Napanee. Not only are they guilty of this to me, they are guilty of stalking and murdering my mother back in 2020. As a matter of fact, in 1 month and 2 days, it will be 2 years since Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy got away with murdering my mother. 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario. Last known username Billy Wooldridge. There's Blair Hardy. He is alleged banditos. He's a drug trafficker, a rape hound, a sex offender, a drug trafficker, and he is also guilty of lacing drugs, and he's guilty of stalking and my identity theft and murder using R&M on me. Tyler Lake, a Javen Allstein, a guy named Ray Ray. There's a woman named Allie Cooper. There's a guy named Bucktooth Bob, named is Robert Barry, I believe his name is. There is a Curtis. There's a woman on the corner of Center and Thomas Street, side door entrance. It's a crack shack. All of these people are OPP paid co-offenders using this, passing it around on me. If I share any DNA, I'm Christopher Wood. If I share any DNA with any of these pieces of shit garbage using this on me, there is going to be serious fucking hell to pay. Blair Hardy, you are a highly psychotic, delusional piece of shit garbage. Billy Wooldridge, you are a highly psychotic piece of shit garbage. Tyler Lake and Javen Allstein, you're both highly psychotic pieces of shit garbage. And you're also using this shit on my dog as well, between his pug and my dog as well, using it as a fucking game. They're using my dog to feed through his. And this is no joke, as crazy as it may sound to realize. I do realize, for people who do not know what this is, how crazy it may sound, but it's 100% true and provable, and I have proven it. My dog now snorts and everything like a damn pug, and he does not have it in him. You're serious fucking, you're guilty of animal abuses, you're guilty of serious human abuses and homicides, you're guilty of identity thefts, financial thefts, and frauds, injuring, torturing, all revenge, retaliation, and murders. The OPP you think you know, and the doctors they have here at Lennox-Annington County General Hospital to cover up their crimes and co-commit with them. The inmate psychotics they have and use to commit their crimes to play Pontius Pilates while refusing arrest, surrounding hands on guns, kidnapping, sex assaults, selling children to pedophiles. The police you think you know, poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, beware. This is done, and one way or another, all you pieces of shit garbage are gonna pay for this. The Wood bloodline is dead because of you fucks. This is how you traffic, frame, and murder right here in Napanee, and you will pay for this, Wooldridge. You will pay for this, Lake. You will pay for this, Hardy. And you will pay for this, Benalstein, and all you other pieces of shit doing this to me. Stealing my fucking identity, murdering my mother. Yeah, because you're OPP pieces of shit and you're untouchable. You work with and for them. Plus, you're using the remote neural monitoring on victims, putting prisoner tracking on victims, using Clearview AI for illegal purposes as well. You're guilty of treason. You're guilty of domestic terrorism. You're guilty of murdering bloodlines, mass murders. As a matter of fact, OPP Spencer Mills, 14716, ex-chief or commander, 2019. Staff Sergeants 2019 and 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Stacy Mental Health Worker, and Shelley Hafner or Huffner. Lennox and Addington Hospital doctors Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend, the file falsifier, medical blacklister for her girlfriend, the ones that assures they get away with their crimes. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton or Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, triage nurses Terry, David Tanyam, and Paladin Security, Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jay Van Alstein. All you garbage need arresting and charging. I know it's not going to happen by OPP, but it's going to happen one way or another. You're guilty of homicide, and you are going to pay for it. I am not taking a fall for you pieces of shit for what you're doing to me. I am being played as a fucking game by the police. So the cops you think you know, they're using your inmates and they're psychotic pieces of shit garbage. Love all, hate none. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below because I'd like to hear from my viewers. Be safe.